Everything I have has been given by the Lord to me, and I've taken a firm decision that I will serve the Lord. And that's exactly what he's been saying now to the Israelites. So if you go now into the Gospels, into John chapter 2, verse 1 to 12, in the New American Standard Bible, I'm going to read from verse 1 to 12 with a few interruptions there. So I'm going to be laying out the scriptures because I just love the prophetic is in the story. The dimensions of God's, of the revelations is just amazing in the story. Everything's in the story. We need to understand that the treasures are in the story, because Jesus was the greatest and still is the greatest prophet of all. And when there's a story in the Bible about Jesus, there's more than one dimension to it. There's many layers in those stories. And so we see Jesus, he's at the wedding in Ghana. Verse 1, on the third day, there was a wedding in Ghana of Galilee. And the mother of Jesus was there, Mary, his mother. Now, Joseph, his dad, has already passed away at that age. So Jesus was fatherless in the natural. He's, of course, his spiritual father was there, but his natural father, Joseph, has already died. And now Mary was the head of the house. She was the person in authority in the family. It was her responsibility to run the family affairs. And so in verse 2, we read, and both Jesus and his disciples were invited to the wedding. When the wine ran out, the mother, Mary, of Jesus said to him, they have no wine. Now, I don't know if it was poor planning or a bad mistake or something went wrong with the logistics, but Mary came to Jesus and shared her problem with her son. There's no more wine. I'm a bit in trouble here. This is a celebration. Now, no one plans a wedding and celebration to be interrupted with shortage and lack. It's not meant to have any shortage and lack when we are celebrating something. It should be a place of overflow, and it should be a place and an event of abundance. Now, a good celebration means to drink and to eat until you are satisfied. And so they weren't even halfway, or maybe they were halfway into the celebration, but probably halfway. And the wine's gone out. That's it. No more wine. A good celebration means sharing. And of course, a wedding is close. It means close family and also intimate friends. But halfway through the wedding, bad news arrives. And Mary tells Jesus the wine's up. Seems to me Jesus' mother was part responsible, when you study this story, for the planning and the logistics of the wedding. She was there early. If you study that scripture, she was planning the things, and then also she had authority over the servants at that wedding, because she said to them, you do everything he tells you to do. So she was reporting a problem she owned, which she was responsible for, a problem she surely was responsible or partly responsible for. And so she looked for an outcome. She looked for a solution. So Mary was the woman in charge of her family. Like I said, just like Joshua, she called the shots, and she knew who Jesus was, and she realized and understood he needed, probably Jesus himself, a little prompting from his mom to reveal himself. When one hurts in the family, I've come to understand, being already married for 33 years, that everyone hurts. When one suffers, everyone suffers. When one makes a mistake and it touches the whole family, the rest of the family has to rise up to the challenge to provide and to protect. That's just how family works. Family loves. Family cares. Family wants to protect. Family wants to provide. Family wants to take you in and doesn't judge you. Family doesn't do that, okay? So, of course, family judges the problem, but it doesn't judge the person. And so of course, we have to judge a sin, but we don't judge the person. So if we want to bring healing to a person's life, the first thing they need to know is that we love them. You cannot speak into my life if you don't know that I love you. And if you want to speak into my life and I know you love me, you're going to achieve much in my life, because I will listen. I will open up my heart to you. And so when family's attitude is right towards each other, and we listen to each other, and we know that when someone else speaks into our life, which is family, and they love us, we will correct ourselves and we will adjust ourselves and we will come back into alignment. That's just the way